Not like anyone's gonna fucking watch these, but okay, trade recap for today. Wasn't good. Again, last night I stayed up late. Hyperfixated, didn't want to get off my fucking phone. Hyperfixated, doing the fucking shit, and then went to bed late. Woke up at 3 to crap, so that took up some time and energy. Got on the charts late too, like 9:10. Had the 5-minute timer. I closed Discord again though, which was good. I was bullish coming into the day. We just absolutely fucking pumped up from yesterday, right? I was bullish because ES had edged like this previous day high, which is here. So I was looking for us to go back and take it. And I felt like this was like a nice reversal area for all these lows. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm bullish. We inversed the daily. Only thing I was kind of worried about that made me bearish too is seeing where we were in this consequent encroachment of this daily for Valley Gap. The upper point of controls are here. There was like no fucking volume here, but anyways. 4 hour I marked out this low or this for Valley Gap, that for Valley Gap. So I was cautious of a rebalance, but like we were so close to this buy side from previous day. Oh, and basically equal high, well, whatever, that's ES. So I was bullish, like I wrote in my bias here at the start of the day. I said, PMI 10, head NFP, rejecting off C of dealer for Valley Gap. So I was right here, right? We were kind of rejecting off that, but like not really. I'm bullish at the previous day high buy side that ES edged. We might go down to Asia lows and then up. I said we're hitting the upper point of control and respecting the 15-minute. So, you know, Asia lows were sponsored, so that was a bad target. We had this 1 hour for Valley Gap that we held, or technically didn't, but on ES we held. London highs and London lows already got taken pre-market, so not really good. But if we look on the fucking 1 minute here, like these random ass 844 wick high, like that was my draw. That was my draw. We only had 8:15, 8:30 news. Didn't leave any mark. So this was my draw. I was like, we're hitting this. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, we're bullish. We edged this thing. I'm bullish, right? That's what I was. I said I was bullish. I hate when it does this, bro. So market opened up. I wanted to use this 15-minute as like a condition. So like we respected this 15 lower. And I was like, okay, you know, maybe if we hit this 5-minute or 15-minute, like here, like I want to use this as a condition too. So yeah, market opened up and we fucking destroyed this high. I was gonna take a long. I was debating on taking a long here and market ordering to this, but I'm like, that is so far away. I was debating about doing a limit order. I was debating it for like 10 minutes when we were just hanging out here. As you can see, we ended up, where was my stop here? Oh, 6925, would that have hit? Yeah, so I would have got stopped out if I took that 5-minute market order. If I put my stop there, I would have been fine. But that even a 1-to-1? I don't think so. No, it would have been a 0.78. If I did a limit order, I did here, and did there, that actually would have worked, for fuck's sakes. See? That actually would have worked, that limit order there, but then I would have got so fucking sussed out that we inversed this 5-minute lower. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just trying to, oh my god, make money, like, it's not clear, bro. It's not clear. This is not a clear setup day. Yeah, see, I didn't feel comfortable taking this 5-minute market order. It just feels so weird. Your stop at that order block low, and it would have been weird. The draw is so obvious, though. I hate these type of plays. They feel so weird. Like, no way the market image 5 goes all the way up there. Like, anyway, so that happened. I didn't end up doing anything, and we went up one more candle, and then we inversed the 5-minute lower, and this is where I got in. I got in right here. Boom, I got in right on that candle, and I just thought on the 15-minute we had still, like, we're like, this was this candle on entry, right? So like we wicked all the way up here, held, and closed back down here. I was like, okay, we respected the 15-minute. I was just forcing a trade, man, like, and then we inversed the 5-minute with pretty big displacement, and this was a sus out candle. I don't know, man. They say if you're bullish bias and we disrespect a bullish fair value gap, we're only doing that so we can hit something in order to just continue bullish. But we didn't even really fucking hit anything. Like, we swept, I think, what, 930 low maybe on ES? Yeah, like we swept 930 low on the 5-minute here, but not on here. So we made an SMT. So like that was the role of the 5-minute to inverse lower. That's what we swept. A lot of people went break even. I didn't even fucking notice the 930 low because on the 1-minute this was technically the 930 low. I said I'll go break even here or here. We didn't hit it. So like, but we made an SMT with 930 low. So anyways, so yeah, I remember being in the moment and thinking, fuck man, like you're, oh, and devil's thumb too. I'm like, you're being too overconfident. Like, you always do this when you're overconfident in a play. You'll use that as leverage and you'll just hit the button and not really think what we're actually doing if it's against your bias and against your trade. And, you know, I saw that we respected the upper point of control. Asia just looked good, I guess, here, but it just wasn't fucking clear. This was not a clear day. Like, look at this. We're just in this shit range. Middle of the week, and it's NFP on Friday. Yeah, I just wasn't aware. It's just a bad trade. I thought I was being slick. That's the thing. I'm like, look, when I talked myself out, I said, look, there's a 15-minute we held and 5-minute inverse. What else do you want to see? And I just took it. I just kind of pattern traded. But yeah, this is not a good trade. And then pretty much what ended up happening was, yeah, I got in. And I started getting kind of nervous and I wanted to get out, like, right around here, pretty much. I wanted to get out because I'm like, I'm having regrets about being in this. This does not look clear. This is like high resistance liquidity. My draw is here. But I told myself, don't interfere. Don't interfere. And so, you know, I held, but then I was debating. I'm like, dude, is this a stupid holding at this point? Like, you know it's going up. I'm like, is this just being dumb and not flexing enough or adapting? So I said, okay, if this 15-minute inverses back up, then I'll get out. So then it did inverse, and I didn't get out yet. And then I said, okay, if this 5-minute inverses, I'll get out. And then we inversed it right here, and I got out. I'm like, we're going fucking up, bro. I'm like, we're not going back down. We failed to displace after this. And yeah, so whatever. I saved myself some money, down 160 instead. But yeah, just a bad. Right? Remember your daily bias, check for entries. Even if you fucking took this 5-minute long, it would have been neg RR, and like, just look how shit this 5-minute is. So, main lesson of the day. I noticed this theme where when I have a bias, and then when we do an inversion against my bias, I'm more likely to take it, and I get a bad feeling. And to kind of like take the blame away, I said, oh look, we just inversed, it's out of my control, just press the button. That's what I said. I'm like, we respected the 15 and inversed the 5, and I was kind of bearish, but I wasn't even fucking bearish, I was bullish. The only reason I was kind of bearish was the fucking daily fair value gap CE that wasn't even really being respected all that much. So, yeah, this wasn't a good trade. I saw the 50-minute held, inverse the 5-minute lower, and took it towards Asia lows, even though like Asia lows were sponsored. Then we failed to distribute lower, and I remember in my buys ABS edging. I totally forgot about this too. I was like, bro, we were edging the fucking thing above. I mean, oh, what the fuck did ES do? Hold on. Did ES even take this in the end? Yeah, we still haven't even taken it, but like, just begrudgingly. And then there was nothing here. Anyways, this 1 minute destroyed everything. I said, this shit was not a light bulb. Just to wait for a better setup. Like, this just was not... This was just trading for the sake of trading, honestly. Like, what did we even reject off of? Ask yourself, like, what... Well, then I did ask myself that. And I said, oh, we're rejecting off the 15-minute. Like, look at this doji. Like, that's going to send us down. But, like, again, like, there was no... Wow, there was a 5-minute... Sorry, a 15-minute down here. But, like... You know what I mean? I saw this fucking gap of volume in the volume range thing. But yeah, it's just not good. This is just a fumble. Like, I knew this day didn't look that interesting, man. I literally said at the start of the day, this is going to be a defense day. Yeah, so fucked up on today. This thing of making myself take a trade every day in subpar conditions, not enough confirmation. Look at how bullish we are on the high time frame. I said, yeah, I never should have taken this. I was going long, then I switched my bias last minute. Whenever I do this, it's bad. And I hate doing this too, bro. I'll have a bias, then market will, like, switching your bias quickly. And I thought I was being smart. I'm like, oh, let me switch my bias. Like, literally, I thought I was being smart in the moment. I was like, oh, look, let me switch my bias. Like, don't be married to your bias. But, like, what are we rejecting off of? Nothing. Like, this was rejecting off of fucking nothing. And then we ended up just chopping up, like... So this should have been a no trade day. Like, even this 5-minute, like, I don't even really want it to take that much. This would have been a fucking gut play, basically. So, I'm not going to do all or nothing thinking. It's 11 o'clock. Like, I haven't been reviewing my journals. I was doing a bunch of it before, trying to get my TradeZilla. Like, my TradeZilla up. Or not up, but, like... good. Like, looking at all my shit. And I did it for, like, 2 days, and again, it's just consistency, bro. I'm just not consistent. Yeah, so that's today's trade recap. Not good day. I mean, I performed well. I got off Discord. I didn't go on Discord once. 5-minute timer. Like, I was focused. I just keep looking at the wrong setups, you know? And this 5-minute long, even if I set that limit right here, yeah, it just wasn't good. Just not good.